What's up, YouTube? So today I'm out trying to find new crabbing areas, and what I'm doing is I'm stopping at a spot, putting about 10 traps out. I'm checking lines about 2 times and then I'm moving. I've actually done really well. I wasn't going to record today, but I'm glad I brought my stuff because I'm actually doing really well doing this. That's what I got so far. Probably have 15 in there, I'm guessing. Threw back maybe 5 or 6, and this is at 2 different spots. They're not bad. But again, I'm not wasting my time at one spot. I'm just moving, boom, 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 trying different spots because you're not going to always have your spot when you come up to crab your area. There's going to be people in your spot, or crabbing's going to be slow. So it's always nice to have multiple places to go crabbing, and that's all I'm doing today. You have to be disciplined because in first 2 spots was really good. I could have stayed and crabbed and done really well, but all I did was, pulled my traps twice, got a bunch of crab, moved. I did that 2 different times. I'm like, you know what? I should be filming this. So that's what I'm doing now. Got my camera out. This is the 3rd location. We're going to check these traps once or twice and make another move. If you're not familiar with my channel, I use the folding traps from Kraken Outdoors. That's it right there, man. You can put them on a rope, or you can hook them to a rod and reel and cast them out. They land like this, and then when you check them, they collapse like this. Real simple and very productive, man. To me, this is the new way. You'll see more and more YouTubers using these now. But there you have it, man. Let's not waste any time. Let's check these traps. Oh, yeah. Guys, I think I might have a triple on this one. Oh, it's hung up down there. I might have to go down. I might have to go down. Hang on. It's hung up in the grass. I might have losing these crabs. There we go. Again, triple banger. New spot, first trap, triple. I'm telling you, that's all you guys have to do is get out and move around. You just never know. Your favorite crabbing spot, either, one day it might be no good or it might be 10 people crabbing it. So it's always nice to have multiple locations to crab. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this out one more time, and then we're just gonna keep moving. Like I said, man, it's hard leaving a spot that you call a bunch of crab at. But that's the game today. Turn and burn. We'll call it today turn and burn. All I'm doing is ditch hopping. I got a crab on, it looks like. Man, I keep getting hung up way down at the bottom. All right, I don't want to lose this one either. Crab on. Oh yeah. Got it. Just a little guy. We still got him. Both rods had crabs, so we're gonna put it back out one more time. All right, guys, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I have a crab in my trap right there. It's only about 10 inches of water. Looks like a decent crab. Again, new location. All right, here we go. Got him. Nice crab. Again, it's all about trying new spots out. Get this guy in the bucket. I'm not even putting it back out. I'm just gonna wrap it up, check the rest of these traps, and we're gonna move on to the next spot. All right, I got a crab in this one as well. Again, what I love about these traps, look at this. It's a big drop off, And if you're using just regular chicken and line, you cannot crab this area. So this actually seems like it's a pretty good spot. All right, here we go. Got him. Some of these spots are even tricky for these traps. Here we go. Whoa. Look at that. There we go. Not a bad location so far. We got more traps to check, but I'm actually pretty impressed. It's been a great day. All right, I'm gonna get this guy in a bucket, check the rest of these traps. Again, another big drop off. You can tell nobody's crabbed this spot because there's no trash. I'll wait for this car to go by and we're gonna check this line. And I tell you what, this grass being high, I got a bunch of briars in my socks. It don't feel good either. I'm not sure if can't tell if I got anything on or not. Yep, got a crab on. Just pulled it up through the mangroves. Didn't lose them, thank God. Oh, another crab. Now let me ask you this. Would you stay or would you move? See, that's the hard part. It's like, man, I'm catching crab here. I don't want to move. But that's not part of my goal today. And my goal today is find crabs. Especially since I do YouTube videos. A lot of people know where I crab. So when I come up here or when I go to my other spots, a lot of times there's people in my spots. So I have to have multiple places to crab. So sometimes, you know, what you guys don't see is I do days like this and don't film. I just come up here and enjoy my day. But I figure, you know what? I might as well share with you all how I find my crabbing spots because it's easy to do and everyone should do it. All right, I'm gonna check this trap. Last time I had a triple in this trap, so. Trap's only been setting for about 15 minutes, so let's see what happens. Another crab. Might be a double again. Another double. So this trap has been in the water twice now, and I've got 5 crabs on 2 pulls. They don't get much better than that. That's pretty awesome. Let me step over the bridge here. Look at that. Not bad. I'm gonna let both these guys go. All right, I'm gonna pull my last trap. Crab on, I believe. Might be a double. Nope. Had a bunch of mussels underneath it, but there you have it, another crab. Let this guy go. I've already got enough crabs to eat, so I'm gonna be a little bit picky. That's it, man. We're gonna move on to the next spot. This spot was pretty awesome. All right, just got to my next spot. That's what it looks like. I believe this is private property, so I stayed off of this, but I got traps, you know, over there. Again, both sides of the road going around. I think I got 9 traps out. Slack tide, so I don't know what to expect. We're gonna give it 15 minutes, check it. If we do good, we're gonna move. If we don't do good, I'm gonna give it another chance, and then we'll make a move on that second pull. All right, just made another move. First time checking these traps. See what we got. crab in there. Just a little guy. Hey, it's a crab. We'll let it go. Get it back out. We're just gonna move on down the road. Again, every spot that I've crabbed today has had crabs, so that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna step out of the road here. All right. I got two traps right here. I got one. All right, I got two traps right here. One don't look like it has anything in it, or it might have one in it, actually. Yep, crab in it. Got a crab on. Might have a double. No, it's a nice crab. Look at that. Car coming. Look at that crab right there. Every single spot I've been to has had crabs. Again, man, if you're gonna do this, you have to be careful because I got these cars right by the road. Look at that. I'm literally setting the camera in the road. That's a big crab too. Get it back out. Got another car coming. Get out of the road. All right, let's keep it going, man. What an awesome day. Nothing in this one. That's okay. 3 traps, 2 crabs. All right, we'll pull this trap. Oh, we got one on here, just a little guy. Missing a claw. I'll tell you what, they all can't be big. Let them go, let them grow. Again, as you can see, I threw over some mangroves to crab this area. So hopefully we get some crabs in here. Oh, I still might have a crab in here. Yep, crab on. A nice little rusty crab too. Look at that. Put him in the box. Get it back out. I got 2 traps right here we're going to check. So far I got 4, threw back 2. This is probably my worst spot, but I will say it's slack tide right now. So it's kind of hard to judge it on that. Nothing. Check this one. Oh, we got a crab on this one. We got a crab. Just rip it through the mangroves. There you go. Another crab. A little immature crab. We're gonna let it go. Let it get a little bit bigger. Let it go, let it grow. All right, I got 2 fishing rods here we're gonna check. I definitely got one on this rod because I see my line moving a bunch. So I definitely have a crab on this one. Yep, crab on. Right over top of the mangroves. It's caught in a tree, dang it. There we go. This is a big female. Oh, actually, it's actually an immature female. Look at that. We're gonna let her go. Let her go. Definitely don't want to keep them. You're allowed to keep females as long as they're not egg bearing. I don't keep females. That's just me. I crab a bunch, so I can be picky. I don't think anything on this one, nope. All right, first time around, I think it had 5 crabs, 2 keepers. Not bad, but compared to the rest of the day, it wasn't good. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put them back out one more time. I'll give it another chance here. You know, I'll let them soak for a good 15 minutes. We'll check them one more time before we make the next move. Tip of the day, in the state of Florida, you can use as many of these folding traps as you want. And that's the ticket. Take advantage of that, you know, put out as many traps as possible. I'm running 10 traps right now, covering a lot of water. And by doing that, obviously my odds of catching crabs are a lot higher. And then the days that the crabs are really biting good, I mean, it's nonstop action. So that is the tip of the day. Take advantage of the no limit on traps. Put out 20 traps. It's crazy how much fun you have. You know, sometimes I'll run 15, 20. The only thing I'll do is if I see somebody pull up and wanting a crab, I'll pull in some of my traps. You know, I don't want to take up the whole bank and cheat somebody else out of crabbing. But most times, wherever I'm crabbing at, there's nobody. So again, take advantage of that. Put out as many traps as you want. And if you want some of these folding traps, go to Kraken Outdoors. I'll link their information in the description below. Use Fishman15, you get 15% off and free shipping. You can't beat that. These traps are the best traps on the market. They got the big skirt, you're not gonna lose crabs. All right, let's check these traps. All right, I'm gonna pull this trap. I see a crab in it right now. I think it's a big crab too. Got it. Oh no, it's double banger. 2 nice crabs actually. Not giants, but 2 keepers. There you have it. Another double on the day. All right, you know what that means. Time to move to another location. I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. It's hard leaving blue crabs to go find blue crabs. Obviously on a normal day, you wouldn't do this. But I will say, by me doing this, it definitely helps me in the future, so it's well worth it. I'm still getting crabs, and I'm also getting new locations. Can't beat that. All right, I got 2 traps here. I got one in this one. A nice crab, it looks like. Here we go. Another nice crab. Heck yes. Again, I'm just gonna leave this one in. We'll check this one right here. I got 2 right here. Nothing in this one. All right, I can see my line out there. I can see the chicken. I really don't see a crab in there, but I see my line moving, so my guess is there's a crab in there. I just can't see it. All right, here we go. Yep, there's a crab in there. Try to swing it up over the mangroves. Woohoo! This little guy, that's probably why I didn't see it. A little girl, a little guy. That's why I didn't see her or see him moving. All right, let that one go. All right, get ready to make my last move. I don't know how many crabs I got now. I probably got at least maybe 20, 25 in there. Probably threw back another 10, 12, so maybe I got 35, 37 crabs. And that's just jumping around. That's not even really trying to catch a bunch of crabs. It's just how it's worked out today. All right, I'm gonna load everything up. And we're gonna head to my last spot. Hopefully we keep catching these crabs. All right, my last spot of the day, I got 10 lines out. I've crabbed close to this spot before, but never actually crabbed here. I can see 2 of my lines over here and they both have crab in them already, so we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna walk over here and check these 2 traps. right, let's check these rods. I feel like we got one on here. Nope. Nothing on this one. Let's check this one real quick. Oh, we got a crab on. Definitely have a crab on this one. There we go. Boom. We'll let this guy go. I got a ton of crabs. Well, guys, as you can see, it was an awesome day on the water. Caught a ton of crabs every spot I went to. You know, and my goal was to find new spots, and as you can see, I found 5 new spots today. But anyways, that is a wrap. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the water.